Hello my friends. My name is Bot Mathematician, and this is Holomancer. We have collected a great amount of information and statistics in order to create a large list of the most useful neutral legendary cards. I will be grateful if you like this video.
What?
Neutral legendary cards are an important and versatile component of the game. In the standard format we have 47 neutral legendaries,
and we are receiving 5 more new ones after the release of the new expansion.
I should point out that in the past each set had 11 neutral and 9 class cards. Everything changed after the release of Un'Goro. In this set, each class received 2 cards. The total number of legendary cards has also changed from 20 to 23 cards.
Every week I process the results of different meta reports and calculate the popularity of decks, strong archetypes, and cards in ladder game. This list contains information from all ranks including the legend rank.
Our main task is to show you the most popular and necessary neutral cards for the game, and to help you properly invest your dust.
To get started, let's quickly look at the first 10 best cards.
Drink up me hearties! A new trophy!
Greatest virtue is patience.
Candle smash! Death is close. Curious.
This jungle hides many secrets.
Your soul is in my hand.
Onward, friends, to adventure!
When choosing your next legendary card to craft, you should always consider both the strength of the card and the set it is in.
Supposedly, another card rotation will take place in April, the Year of the Raven will end, and a new game year will begin in Hearthstone. In the standard format, we will lose 3 very important sets of cards that were added to the game in the Year of the Mammoth.
We will lose Journey to Un'Goro, Knights of the Frozen Throne, and Kobolds in Catacombs.
You're the ones that should make decision to create these strong cards and play with them only until April, or to create cards from this year's editions and classic set, or even save dust for the new expansion. We want to ask you, should players create cards from add-ons that leave standard mode or not? We created a YouTube poll. Find the button on the screen, please vote and share your opinion in the comments.
I want to share my opinion with you. It seems to me that you can create at least one neutral legendary card that is going into the wild format soon, if you really want it. Provided this card is strong, universal, popular, has a good win rate, or at least has interesting mechanics. You will enjoy the game and significantly strengthen your decks, although only for just a few months.
And now let's look at the top 10 most popular cards and talk in more detail about each of them.
I bring life and hope.
The 10th position is held by Alexstrasza. Alexstrasza has been a combo enabler since the early days of Hearthstone. The option to either burst down an opponent to set up a kill or dodge incoming lethal damage makes Alexstrasza a perennial powerhouse worthy of crafting.
Here is a graph that shows the percent popularity of this card over 15 months of observation. Today, 5% of all meta decks include this card. Alex is currently played in many different decks, most notably in Malygos Druid, Big Mage, Odd Mage, and Control Priest. The win rate of all decks with Alex is 53% on average.
Look at me.
At 9th place is Zola the Gorgon. This card got into some popular meta decks, mostly as a part of a combo or an extra value generator.
Quest Rogue, One Turn Kill Paladin, or Shudderwalk Shaman are only some of the decks that can run it right now. Here are the dynamics of the popularity of this card in the metagame. More than 5% of all meta decks include this card right now. On average, the win rate of this card is 51%.
I am am the essence of magic!
The 8th position is held by Malagus. Malagus has been a part of multiple combo decks throughout the history of Hearthstone. Right now it's played in Malagus Druid, Quest Druid, Clone Priest and Malagus Rogue decks.
The popularity of this card is more than 7%. Its win rate is 51% on average. If you look at the graph, you will see that Malygos is going through its golden period right now. This card was used somewhat consistently in the past, but had very little popularity at certain points. Over the past 5 months, the situation has changed substantially.
This curse has become our greatest strength.
At 7th place is Jen Greymane. Decks with Jen never misplaying something on turn 1. The most popular archetypes at the moment are even Warlock, even Shaman and even Paladin.
Even decks are a big part of the meta right now, with more than 9% popularity, and win rates over 56%.
More souls!
The 6th position is held by Bloodmage Thalnos. Thalnos is best placed into combo decks, where he's used to find key pieces of the combo as quickly as possible.
In the current meta, he's found in Mill Druid, Quest Priest, Tempo Rogue, Tempo Mage and Quest Mage. This is truly a very important and universal card. Thalnos has found a place in the decks of all classes except Hunter and Warrior, and he has 10% popularity. Today, the win rate of all decks with Thalnos is 49% on average.
I will silence their screams.
At 5th place is Baku the Moon Eater. Surprisingly, it turned out that both even and odd decks are viable. Baku's upgraded hero power has found a home in some of the meta decks.
Nearly all of the hero powers are incredible when upgraded, and so odd decks are played in Rogue, Paladin, Warrior, Hunter and even in certain mage archetypes. Baku is still more popular than Jen. More than 13% of all meta decks include this card right now. On average its win rate is 56%.
Time's up, let's do this!
The 4th place is held by what may be the most aggressive and unstoppable card in the metagame, Leroy Jenkins. The massive charge damage makes this card a powerful finisher for a long time.
Leroy playing in many popular aggro decks such as Odd Rogue, Odd Paladin and Zoo Warlock. If you look at the graph, you will see that Leroy has maintained stable popularity over the past 6 months. The popularity of this card is more than 16%. Its win rate is 56% on average.
Unity, precision, perfection.
In spot 3 is Zilliax. Immediate board presence and healing makes it a mainstay in many decks. Almost 17% of all decks include this card.
Zilliax does multiple things well. It offers healing and can often remove 2 minions while gaining at least 6 health. It is no surprise that this card finds a home in the popular archetypes of Hunter, Priest, Warrior, Rogue, Warlock and even Paladin and Shaman.
Warriors of the frozen wastes, rise.
In 2nd place is the Lich King. This legendary card is playable in many popular mid-range and control decks and archetypes. Even in some decks, where he's not considered a staple, you can often throw him in as filler, if you're missing a late game card.
He found his place in the popular decks of all classes except Rogue. More than 19% of decks include this card right now. The win rate of all decks is 54% on average. This is an incredible result. Unfortunately, this card will not be able to be enjoyed for much longer.
Truth is found in death.
And finally, the card in 1st place is Prince Keleseth. Keleseth is the most popular legendary card in the game right now.
His primary home at the moment is in several mid-range and tempo decks. The most popular of them is Zoo Warlock, Deathrattle Hunter and Shudderwock Shaman. Every 5th meta deck includes this card right now. From a power perspective, this is one of the highest win rate cards in the game when drawn in an opening hand.
And we cannot forget about the most unique card in the game. Whizbang the Wonderful is probably the best legendary a new or casual player can get. You can find more information in a special video about Whizbang. You will find the link in the description.
But we desire to ask you, do you continue to play with Whizbang the Wonderful or not? We created a YouTube poll. Find the button on the screen, please vote and share your opinions in the comments.
Alright, that's all for today. Thank you for being with us.
And special thanks to Chris for text editing.
We will meet in new videos.
Good luck.